Hi there. Okay, so I'm always talking about Christian stuff, and I'm talking about this time and the history of the church, who is, multifarious, and there's many different sects and everything. Let's look at the beautiful outside. And so, the time of this, this modern time, it has, was that nice? I hope so. Maybe it was just too bright, is all about science. And science is like facts that are, like work that becomes training, that becomes curious, like points that become like strange thoughts, that become experiments, that then become, things to go try and do, and little evidences about the way that things are. And so there's nothing wrong with any of that. But for the longest time, it was, there was no place to go and do that, but a real specialized place. There was no, it wasn't in the culture, in the entertainment, in everything. Which, there's nothing wrong with that, because all the facts are true. But the way that the facts are discussed, about their meaning, about their purpose, is not great. The theology still is, specifically the gospel, still has the best way of thinking about things, even those facts. How they're implemented, how to structure that. The Bible's geniusly written. It's super clever. Its rhetoric is really mind blowing. If you can believe its claims, which you will if you read it enough. That's the crazy part about it. But that kind of rhetoric is a high standard, and that kind of like thought, like style of thinking is equally a high standard. So I've got a problem with the church that says, we shouldn't bother ourselves to discuss these facts. But that's not knowing that they're facts, because they haven't studied many of them. Many of them have and would agree with me. But many of them haven't, and they don't do much. But in this day and age, the facts need to be discussed the right way. And so that's the science in the church.